Thank you to Squarespace for sponsoring today's video. From websites and online stores, Squarespace is the all-in-one platform to build a beautiful online presence. Hello friends, I hope that you've been well. As you may have guessed, this is going to be part one of my Japan vlog series. If you didn't know, I went to Japan in April for 2 weeks, and for part one, we are going to be shopping in Harajuku, and we did a day trip out to Kamakura. This is my second time going to Japan, and there was a lot of things that I wanted to go back to, but also a lot of things that I wanted to do for the first time. I went with my friends Nez and Kim. I unfortunately don't have evidence of this at the airport, but we did dress in matching sweaters. I have one photo that we took when we were trying them on at the store, and we looked adorable. I just had to mention that because, you know, kind of set the tone for the trip.
Matching pink. Pink, pink, pink.
Our flight was about 12 to 13 hours, I believe, direct from Toronto to Narita, and thankfully we made it in one piece with our luggage. We landed around midday or so we were kind of exhausted, so we just grabbed an Uber directly to our hotel. I absolutely loved the Uber driver, had this little cute Pikachu on their dashboard there. And lots of sakura blossoms still in bloom. I think we technically kind of missed the peak of it, but we still definitely saw some on the trees and like the petals that had fallen on the ground as well. And we didn't really have the energy to go out to a restaurant for dinner. So after we kind of just settled into our hotel, we ended up just popping over to the Lawson's, which was pretty much across the street. Unfortunately, it was pouring rain on our way over there. But as you probably know, Japan is very well known for their convenience stores, Lawson's, 7-Eleven, and Family Mart. They are just doing it way better over here with the food offerings and really leaning into the word of convenience.
Look at the tiny Haagen-Dazs. Single serving.
We got one of these so that I don't get sick. Got this.
Yes.
Yeah, we're gonna split the chicken.
I only have one toothpick though.
Oh. And then I have this for tomorrow. Nom nom. I'm gonna try the infamous Coolish. It's good. It's basically just vanilla ice cream.
You know what was the most traumatizing was the Jimmy Bong outfits.
Okay, first day. So probably one of the worst things that could happen to you on a trip is losing your passport, and of course, that's exactly what I did right at the beginning of the trip. I initially tried to get in contact with our Uber driver, but getting in contact with your Uber driver seems to be absolutely impossible. So I thought, okay, maybe I dropped it at the airport because we literally just like landed in Narita Airport, got an Uber straight to our hotel. So there wasn't a lot of other options. And so I went to the hotel clerk that we were staying at, and I asked her to give the airport a call. And by the grace of the amazing people, someone at the airport, my passport actually was secured at the airport, at Lost and Found, I'm assuming. And so I was so grateful for that. And so the next day, before my nail appointment that I had at 1 o'clock at Harajuku, I had to go all the way back to the airport to go pick up my passport. Remember on Google Maps, it said that transit would roughly take about an hour. So I gave myself I think a 3-hour window to get myself to the airport, grab my passport, and then get myself to my 1 o'clock nail appointment. And the thing is, I had only been to Japan once, and that was like a year ago. So this was my first time taking the transit again. And I had such a treacherous journey. I had to take like so many different modes of transportations and like transfers and stuff. And I didn't get lost per se, but unfortunately, one of the trains that I was supposed to get on was supposed to be a rapid one, which was going to get me there in a timely manner. But unfortunately, I didn't realize that. And so I got onto like the regular train, which meant it was going to hit every single stop. And then on top of that, the like airport shuttle bus going to Narita just like took forever to get to me. And so, yeah, the trip ended up being like, I think closer to 2 hours. And so I was absolutely panicking because I had to make this nail appointment, which, by the way, the nail tech the night before had like messaged me being like, absolutely do not be late. If you're more than 15 minutes late, you're gonna, face the consequences. So anyway, I like secured my passport, thank God. And then I, unfortunately, because I was like really, really tight on time, I had to take like the absolute most expensive Uber. The traffic was just on my side. I feel like my driver could like feel the stress emanating off me. And I made it to my nail appointment like just in time, like minutes to spare. It was crazy. Like she even like tried to call me when I was like weaving through Takashita Street. If you have been to Takashita Street, you'll know it's absolutely insane. It's so busy. And I felt like I was Bella in New Moon, like weaving through the crowd, like trying just like desperately to like get there on time. But yeah, I amazingly got there right on time and my nails looked incredible, but holy crap, like that was such an adrenaline filled morning to start off my trip. But in the end, everything worked out, thank God. And yeah, that from there I met up with the girls, we got some lunch, and then I was finally free to actually start enjoying my trip. Thank you to Squarespace for sponsoring today's video. As you might know, Squarespace is a great platform that is so versatile for many different applications as a creative. One of those things is having an online store. Here I have a secret shop that allows all of my patrons to access the previous Patreon print and sticker rewards, so you can get all of the Zodiac ones that you missed out on. And a great feature is that you can actually connect your Square Reader to your shop so that you can keep track of your inventory if you do in-person events as well, which makes everything so streamlined. So if you're interested in checking out Squarespace, head over to squarespace.com for a free trial. And when you're ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/I'mAWonder for 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain.
Looking at what I want to drink.
Naz, you ruined it!
Then it was time to do some shopping in Harajuku. As I mentioned before, La Forêt is one of my favorite places to shop. It is a 5-floor shopping mall, essentially, and they have different pop-ups. They have lots of cool Japanese brands and mainly focused on clothing, accessories, and art. I especially love the floor that features independent artists and like handmade items. It's kind of like a artisanal market essentially. And I was really into this silver bag. I just thought all the little details were so cool. But when I came back for it at the end of the trip, unfortunately it had sold. So sadly I had to accept my fate on that one. And I really loved all these colors as well. I didn't get any, sadly. Oh my god, they're so cute. Look at them. Oh wow.
And right hand brings you and left hand brings you good people.
Oh, wait, that's your money.
Right.
I had debated on buying this strap to replace my current strap on this purse. I loved the little ruffles, but I ended up not getting it in the end. And of course, there's plenty of adorable character goods and kitchenware, which sadly I didn't pick anything up from here, but I do throughout the trip. And I really love just all the concept theming of a lot of the stores. I'm a big fan of tulle and like sheer layering items. The employee working here was so sweet, and I did end up picking up this one here. And I also really enjoyed this brand Milk Fed, which if you saw my haul, you'll see that I picked up a shirt from there. And then we made our way over to Pop Mart, which is quite close by. I have been really into Angel Blue, so I was definitely on the lookout for Angel Blue items. And then we were all desperately on the hunt for
Baby Chi-Chi's. Baby Chi-Chi. Baby Chi-Chi. Baby Chi-Chi. This is mine.
In a different universe, we totally would have taken this gigantic Monchichi home with us, but unfortunately, we just don't have the means to do that. I really love Pop Mart. Unfortunately, I didn't end up actually taking anything home from this day, but I do end up picking up some other Pop Mart things later on in the trip.
Contemplating. She's pretty cute. I'd want that little devil. Or the spooky kitty. Too risky though.
Crybaby
You're
said,
an ally.
pride.
Crybaby is an ally.
Okay, the packaging is so good.
It's so cute.
Do I get a Powerpuff Girl? I kind of want it. I'd want Mojo Jojo, I think. I'm sorry, Kim. Slow down.
No. My baby boys. There's a pop-up or something.
They're so cute, actually.
There you go.
Oh, you're gonna use chopsticks? I was just using my hands like a savage. Oh no, the cheese! Who is this man? After dinner, it was pretty late, so by that point, everything had pretty much closed in terms of shopping. So we just sort of strolled through Shibuya and made our way back to our hotel. It is as busy as ever. Our mini shopping bags. Pretty much every single night we would go to a convenience store so that we could pick up a little sweet treat, and then sometimes we would also grab breakfast so that we would have a snack in the morning as well. Plus, I had also realized that I unfortunately forgot to bring deodorant, which is so crucial when you're on a trip, especially to Japan, because they don't normally sell it, but thankfully I did find one. Room service came.
And they were probably so disturbed.
I looked at all this shit too. And I was
Yeah.
like, what's wrong with these girls?
They put all the pajamas on the middle bed. The nurse propped on like, and then all of my bullshit is just strewn here. Oh my god, that's so funny. We're trying whatever this ice cream is. Mmm. Look up.
Also this one because I got the tiramisu one. It has like a coffee filling.
Show the people, Kim.
It's following.
Oh my
you.
god! I don't know how to use this camera!
Hello. Look at my ice cream. I got the tiramisu one.
30 minutes left till midnight doing my Duolingo. I used that today! When we were shopping in Harajuku. I was like, Kaimasu!
We're learning.
We're learning! Day 2 of Japan. What are we doing? Day trip to Kamakura. Brain fart. Very cutesy, very demure today.
大崎に到着です。横浜方面の湘南新宿ラインと相鉄線特別列車5番線でお待ちください。
これがオーツです。ありがとうございます。これがほうじ茶とありがとうございます。Yay! Yum!
Go to the go. Yep.
After some obligatory fit pics and photos with the sakura trees, we made our way over to Komachi Street. This is a really popular spot for shopping because there's lots of different boutiques and restaurants. And I absolutely loved this little Ghibli store. Particularly just loved the way that it was themed. It felt so cozy and really fitting for the Ghibli aesthetic. It almost felt like a little museum, essentially. I ended up having some self-restraint and did not pick up anything here, but I absolutely just loved looking at everything. I knew that we were going to be going to the Ghibli park later on in the trip, so I was trying to refrain from buying any Ghibli items before then. Should we go into Miffy? She's perfect. After the cuteness overload that was the Miffy kitchen, we randomly popped into this magazine shop, which actually ended up having so many art books. I was really hoping to buy one, so pleasantly surprised. I was very torn about which Cardcaptor Sakura art book to get. In hindsight, I wish I got all 4 volumes, but I just ended up picking up the first volume to, have some self-restraint. And then we walked off of Komachi Street because it was just so busy. And then we happened to stumble upon this absolutely adorable cafe/brunch spot. It was so cute. They even sold their dishware that they served your food in as like souvenirs that you could buy, which I thought was such a neat idea. Everything about it just felt so quaint and cottagecore and romantic. Even the scrapbook menu with the photos, like everything was just so thoughtfully presented, and the food was really good too. It's so adorable. Where do I begin? Gosh. いただきます。We each got a cinnamon bun, and we decided that it would be even more special to hang on to them until we got to the beach later on in the evening so that we could bask in the beautiful beach views while eating the super fresh, delicious cinnamon buns. The next thing on our itinerary was to go check out the Great Buddha, and instead of taking transit, we decided that we would just take a scenic walk, which I think was about 20 minutes or so, and I'm actually so glad that we did, because not only was the weather just so beautiful, but also I just love being able to do a lot of sightseeing and just see all the local shops and things like that. And lo and behold, we happened to stumble upon this little spot on a side street on our way over, and the cherry blossom tree and the mountainside was just so beautiful. And then we happened to stumble upon this really unique cafe.
Oh my god. That's so cute.
What are they talking about? I'm like, oh, I have a bonnet on my head.
Wow,
Oh, wait.
that breeze was a paid actor.
It's really good. It is good.
Detour on our way to see the giant Buddha. Absolutely stunning views.
One second, Tina.
Oh my goodness.
This is delicious.
After a not so comfortable train ride over, we finally made it to the beach in one piece with our cinnamon buns in tow, ready for consumption while we chilled out on the beach. We did make it all the way out here.
Apologies to the tunas.
The relaxing sounds of Kim trying to sit down.
That's it, the waves and please enjoy this ASMR.
At the beach, we made it. The girlies are ready at the beach. Going to eat. Ready to beach.
What if I just take my knees out a little bit? Oh my god. It's actually getting closer.
Kim is...
Move back a little bit.
Don't push me out.
The water is getting closer, actually. Did it really? Oh my god! I think I did.
What?
Watch your bread. Oh my god! Y'all, I am so glad I caught that on camera. And on top of that, it doesn't even end there. So obviously after poor Kim had her cinnamon bun snatched out of her hand, I mean, me especially, I was just like hovering my hand over like this, like trying to like protect my precious cinnamon bun. And then for like the last couple of bites, I guess, you know, I let my guard down, and y'all, another bird, same bird, I don't know, came in and snatched it out of my hand. 2 times that happened to us right after one another. And I watched it in disbelief go off into the distance, and then like see the little plastic bag that was like holding my cinnamon bun just like drop into the water, which, hello, littering. Some of you know I have had a years-long saga with pigeons already, and now it's gone international. So me and birds, we've got beef. It's war. Like, that was ridiculous, but so funny, especially that I got it on camera. So anyway, beware of the birds. They are serious.
We learned a lesson, girls.
I
Don't
can't.
on the beach.
That is absolutely insane.
Oh my god.
As a certified nerd, I knew that one of the many reasons that people love visiting Kamakura is because that's actually where the manga and anime Slam Dunk takes place. And in the opening, there is a very, very iconic scene where you see the train sort of pass through with the beach in the backdrop, and it's beautiful. And so I thought, let's go check it out. We're here. And turns out everyone and their mom had the exact same thought, because this area was absolutely crowded with visitors and tourists. And honestly, I felt so bad for the locals, because these people were being so obnoxious, like standing in the middle of the street when there's like oncoming traffic. Like, y'all, you have to respect the people trying to just like live their lives. So anyway, it's totally just like not worth it, unless I think if you go maybe super, super early in the morning when like no one else is around. We ended up deciding on this restaurant called Moana Makai, which was right on the water, and we didn't have a reservation, so we had to come back after a couple of hours. So we decided just to explore the neighborhood as the sun went down, and I really, really loved the vibes of Kamakura, the, beachside city. I had never been. This was my first time, and it is such a nice change of pace from the cities that I've already visited, Tokyo, Kyoto, and Osaka. It's just got such a cool and relaxed vibe.
A nice little point.
Yeah, this is really nice.
Bye. ご利用くださいましてありがとうございます。今度の
And yeah, I hope that you enjoyed part 1 of my 2025 Japan vlog. If you missed my vlogs from 2023, I'll have them linked for you, as well as my hauls, because I bought plenty of things on my trip. And look forward to the next one, where we go to Monchichi Park, we go to Asakusa, and we also go to Tokyo Disneyland. So lots of really, really cute stuff on the way. And for my fellow anime nerds, what is your favorite sports anime? Since, I mentioned Slam Dunk earlier. Personally, I'm a Haikyuu and Skate the Infinity girly. I just started watching Blue Lock as well, which I have many thoughts about that one. But anyway, I'd love to know in the comments down below whether you have a favorite sports anime. Anyway, I'd love to know what you thought of the vlog as well. And if you have any questions for me, let me know. And that is going to be it for me today. I hope that you have an amazing day or evening wherever you're at, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye-bye!